This is the real story about my come up and my clothing brand. Growing up as a kid, my mom and my dad always gave me the nickname Richie Rich. They gave me that nickname specifically for the reason I was always outside at night grinding and hustling and coming home with tons of money. Now that I told y'all where it come from, let's get into the meaning behind it. Fast forward to my freshman year of high school, I was a young kid coming around school. We're selling iPhones, we're selling candy, doing everything in the world to make me fast cash. And everything, I mean everything was going so good right up until this point. August the 14th, 2019. I was out hooping. I got a call from my auntie saying that my mom had a heart stoppage at her job. It was the worst day of my life. I knew everything was going to go downhill from there. And without a doubt, it did. October 27th, 2019. I lost everything. I used all the money that I had to try to pay off her medical bills, but it was too much. And I couldn't pay none of the bills at the house alone, so I had to move in with my aunt. I remember calling my mom and giving her my promise that I was somehow going to make enough money to pay all her bills so she wouldn't have to stress ever again. But I was trying to do everything I could to make enough money, but nothing was working at all. Fast forward into my 10th grade year. I literally had no clothes to my name. I had to beg friends to wear their clothes. Luckily, I had some friends that let me wear their clothes, but I was full of depression throughout the whole year. Everything stayed the same until one of my old friends put me on real estate wholesaling. He taught me how to do it, and I grinded every single day and night, losing sleep until I learned how to do it. And just like that, my first 4 months in, I made $50K. At this point, I've never touched that amount of money in my life. So I instantly called my mom and told her the good news, and that I was going to be able to pay her medical bills, plus get us a new spot to stay at. Fast forward into my senior year, I started living the life that I wanted. I blew up on social media and I started doing everything I always wanted to do. Plus, what made it even more better, I graduated high school and made my mom very proud. 1 year after high school, I started living the life that I manifested and actually lived up to the name Richie Rich that my mom and dad gave me as a kid. After reading this message, my mom sent me, inspired me, and motivated me to start a clothing brand. So I started to draw and make mock-ups to send to my manufacturer, and this is how it turned out. This is how my samples turned out, and I was just proud of myself that I was able to make a clothing brand because the story of my come up was real life crazy. Made this clothing brand to motivate and inspire people that they could grind and reach any type of success that they put their mind to. Fast forward, as soon as I got my products, I started quickly promoting them. But a week before, I was down on myself thinking nobody was gonna really mess with them. But as soon as I started promoting them, a lot of people start messing with them after they heard the story and before. The motivation, the inspiration, the meaning behind this video is to inspire and motivate everybody that's watching the video. They can do anything that they put their mind to. Look at me. 3 years ago, I never think I'll be at this spot. But always, as a young kid, I always told myself, it's in me to grind. My first drop is November 15, 2023 at 6 p.m. And I'm going to start my journey on my clothing brand journey on this channel. It's my new wave. Let's go.